H2PO4 minus H2PO4 minus are given below. That is one. H3PO4 undergoes hydrolysis. It forms H3O minus and H2PO4 minus. Next, H2PO4 minus undergoes hydrolysis. It gives H3O plus and H2PO4 minus 2. And third one, H2PO4 minus combines with OH minus. It forms oxide ion and H3PO4. So in which of the following does H2PO4 minus act as an acid? Okay, A 1 only, B 2 only, next 3 only, next one 1 and 2 only. So that is the question. So three reactions involving H2PO4 minus are given below here. So H2PO4, the reactions of H2PO4 minus are given below here. So among these three equations, in which of the following does H2PO4 minus act as an acid? So now here, as per Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory, the species which donates proton, nothing but an acid. That means proton donor. You take solution here. As per Bronsted-Lowry theory or acid-base theory, okay, proton donor is an acid. Proton donor is an acid. So you observing this reaction here, H3PO4 donates a proton to the water. So here H3O minus, this is wrong. That means here when H plus combines with water, it forms H3O plus, not H3O minus. So this is not answer for that question. So next, coming to the 2, H2PO4 minus combines with water, it forms H3O plus. So this is the right one. Why? Because here H2PO4 minus donates one proton to the water. So after accepting this proton, the water is converting to hydronium ion, H3O plus ion. After losing one proton, this H2PO4 minus is converting to HPO4 minus 2 ion here. So already the species having minus charge, after losing one proton loss and one plus loss in it. So one minus, extra minus here dominated. That means HPO4 minus 2 here. So H2O is a neutral molecule. There is no positive, there is no negative here. After gaining H plus, this is having H3O plus, that is hydronium ion. So among these three options here, H2PO4 minus in this reaction acts as a acid. Why? Because it is acts as a proton donor in this reaction. proton donor nothing but an acid according to Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory. Okay, right. Okay, note this problem. So you take this reaction here, H2PO4 minus combines with OH minus here. So in this reaction, it is proton acceptor. It acts as a proton acceptor. It acts as a proton donor. But what is the asking in question here? H2PO4 minus. What is the, that means here H2PO4 minus అనేది యాసిడ్ గా ఏ రియాక్షన్ లో ఏ ఈక్వేషన్ యాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది అనేది ఇక్కడ అర్థం. So in this reaction, this H2PO4 minus acts as a proton acceptor. Proton acceptor nothing but base. Okay, this is not acid in this case. But in this second equation, H2PO4 minus acts as a proton donor. Proton donor. So it acts as a acid. So option 2 is correct one here. So A, B. B is correct one. 2 is only is correct option for that question. Okay, note this here. Okay, next one. So next, come to level 4. Level 4 first bit, that is page number 123. In level 4 bit number 1, in qualitative analysis, in qualitative analysis, when H2S is passed, H2S is passed through an aqueous solution, aqueous solution of salt, acidified with dilute HCl, acidified with dilute HCl, a black precipitate is obtained. Right. On boiling the precipitate, with dilute HNO3, it forms a solution. It forms a solution of blue color, full stop. Addition of excess of aqueous solution of excess of aqueous solution of ammonia to give ammonia to the solution gives ammonia to this solution. Gives right. So option A, deep blue precipitate of copper hydroxide. Next, deep blue precipitate of tetraamine copper 2. Next, deep blue precipitate of copper nitrate. Final one, deep blue precipitate of a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper nitrate. So coming to the question here. So in qualitative analysis, when HTS, hydrogen sulfide, is passed through an aqueous solution of salt acidified with dilute HCl, a black precipitate is obtained. Okay. On boiling the black precipitate with dilute HNO3, it forms a solution of blue color. Addition of excess of aqueous solution of ammonia to the solution gives. So now the reaction takes place between copper sulfate, CuSO4, that is copper sulfate. So it is reacts with H2S gas. This is the salt. Copper sulfate is a salt. When it is reacts with H2S, hydrogen sulfide, so it forms CuS, cupric sulfide and sulfuric acid. Cupric sulfide and sulfuric acid. So this is what is here? So an aqueous solution of salt acidified with dilute HCl, a black precipitate. So this is a black precipitate. Cupric sulfide is a black precipitate. So this cupric sulfide, when combines with dilute HNO3, this cupric sulfide combines with HNO3 here. So this is CuS combines with HNO3. It forms copper nitrate, and H2S forms again hydrogen sulfide. This is hydrogen sulfide. CuNO3 twice. That is copper nitrate. So that is blue solution. This is blue solution. So this copper nitrate solution, when combines with ammonia, it forms like this tetraamine copper 2 ion plus 2 moles of nitrate ion. Tetraamine copper 2 ion. So which is here deep blue solution. It is deep blue. Okay. So that is B is correct one. So first of all, copper sulfate salt is combined with hydrogen sulfide. It forms cuprous sulfide, copper sulfide and sulfuric acid. This is a black color precipitate here. This black color precipitate nothing but cupric sulfide. When combines with nitric acid, it forms copper nitrate. This is also black color solution here. Okay, this copper nitrate again combines with ammonia. It forms tetraamine copper 2 ion. So that is a deep blue color solution here. So that is the option B is correct one. So note these three equations here. You know these three equations. This is a salt, cupric sulfide black color state, and this is black color solution copper nitrate, and this is tetraamine copper 2 ion. So right. So next one. Right. So next question number 2 in level 4. In a cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid, in a cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid, molecule, cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid molecule, how many single and double bond, single and double bond are present? So option A, 3 double bonds, 3 double bonds, 9 single bonds. Next B, 6 double bonds, 6 single bonds. Next 3 double bonds, 12 single bonds. Zero double bond, 12 single bond. Right. So what is the question here? In a cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid molecule, how many single and double bond? How many single bonds? How many single bonds and double bonds are present here? So cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid means this is the structure of the cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid, right? Okay, this is the cyclo-trimetaphosphoric acid. So first of all, you can calculate the double bonds now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double bonds. 3 double bonds are present here. Next one, single one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here like this. This is also having single bonds here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here there is a cyclotrimetaphosporic acid means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 10, 11, 12. So that means 12 single bonds here. So in cyclotrimetaphosporic acid, 3 double bonds, 12 single bonds are present here. So that is C is correct one. 3 double bonds, 12 single bonds. Once again here, this is 1 double bond. This is another one, that is 2. Here 3. 3 double bonds. Single bonds means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 single bonds here. Okay, right. Note down this structure here. So option C is correct one. Okay, next. Next one. Third question, it is repeated one. Which of the following elements? Which of the following element can be involved? Can be involved in P pi D pi bonding. So here option A, carbon, B, nitrogen, C, phosphorus, next last one, boron. Right. So what is the question? Which of the following elements can be involved in P pi D pi bonding? So the element which is involving in P pi D pi bonding, that must be contains the orbital. So for suppose here, this carbon, nitrogen, boron, these are not having d orbital. Only phosphorus having d orbital. So that is the option 1 here. So carbon atomic number what is? So that means 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So there is no d orbital. So it does not form P pi D pi bonding. So next one, nitrogen. So atomic number 7, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So this is not also having d orbital. So nitrogen lo kuda d orbital ledu. So nitrogen does not form P pi D pi bonding. So next coming to the phosphorus. Phosphorus atomic number 15. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3, 3d0. Okay, that is the electronic configuration of phosphorus. So in phosphorus, there is presence of d orbital. So it can form p pi d pi bond. So next come to the boron. Boron atomic number 5. 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. It is not having d orbital, so it cannot form the p pi d pi bond. So only phosphorus forms p pi d pi bonding. So option C is correct one. Okay, next. Okay, next one, fourth one. Which of the following pairs of ions? Which of the following pairs of ions are isoelectronic and isostructural? Right. So here four options are given. Carbonate ion CO3 minus 2 and nitrate ion and ClO3 minus and CO3 minus 2. Next, sulfite ion and nitrate ion. Next, ClO3 minus and SO3 minus, sulfite ion. So among these here, which of the following pairs of ions are isoelectronic and isostructural? Iso means same. Isoelectronic means same number of electrons. Isostructural means same type of the structure or same structure or equal structure. So here, coming to the solution, we take first pair, that is CO3 minus 2 and NO3 minus here. So CO3 minus 2. CO3 minus 2 means carbon atomic number is 6. So it contains 6 electrons here, plus oxygen atomic number 8. 8 3 is 24, plus here minus 2 is present. Minus 2 means 2 electrons are extra. That means 2. ఇక్కడ మైనస్ వస్తే ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ చేయాలి, ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ మైనస్ చేయాలి. సో 6 plus 24 30 32. So total number of electrons in carbonate ion is 32. Right. So here next coming to NO3 minus here. NO3 minus. Nitrogen atomic number is 7. Okay. Next, oxygen atomic number 8. 8 3 is 24. Right. So here minus 1. Only 1 minus here. So that is 1. Okay. 7 plus 24, 31 plus 1, 32. So these both having carbonate ion and nitrate ion, both are having same number of electrons. Here 32 electrons, here is also 32 electrons. So these both are isoelectronic. Isoelectronic means these both species having same number of electrons. This is having 32 electrons, This is also having 32 electrons. Okay, right. So carbonate ion and NO3 minus, nitrate ion also same structure. That is option A is correct one here. So CO3 minus 2, carbonate ion. So here 4 plus 2, 6, 6 by 2, that is undergoes sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Here also, so that is CO3 minus 2. So for CO3 minus 2, here number of valence electrons in carbon is 4, monovalent atoms is equals to 0, and C is equal to 0, A is equal to 2. V means number of valence electrons in the carbon. So carbon belongs to 4k group element. So carbon has a 4 valence electrons here. Oxygen is a diatomic atom. So there is no monoatomic atom, that is M is equal to 0. There is no plus charge on the carbonate ion. So C also 0. So A means anion, that means negative charge. So that is minus 2. So A is equal to 2. That means H is equal to half V plus M minus C plus A. That is the formula. So half V means 4, 0 minus 0 plus 2. That means 4 plus 2, 6. 6 by 2, 3. H value 3. When H value 3, so it undergoes sp2 hybridization. In carbonate ion, carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. Next, coming to NO3 minus. For NO3 minus, here like this. NO3 minus, V is equal to 5. Why? Because nitrogen belongs to K group element. So number of valence electrons in nitrogen is equal to 5. So oxygen is a divalent. There is no monovalent atom. So M also 0. There is no plus charge. So C also 0. There is a 1 charge here. That means A is equal to 1. 1 minus now A is equal to 1. What is the formula? H is equal to half V plus M minus C plus A. That is the formula of the hybridization. So half V means 5. 0 minus 0 plus 1. That means 6 by 2. 2 1 jar, 2 3 jar. That is 6. 6 means it is also undergoes sp2. So both are having same hybridization. Here sp2, here is also sp2. So same hybridization, the same structure kuda untundamma. So option A is correct one. So need to note cheskoni. Okay, next. So what is the question 51? On heating with concentrated NaOH solution, in an inert atmosphere, of CO2, white phosphorus gives a gas. Which of the following statements is incorrect about the gas? Right. So here option A, it is highly poisonous and has smell like rotten fish. Next, its solution in water, decomposes in the presence of light. Next, option C, it is more basic than ammonia. Next, last one, it is less basic than ammonia. Right. So here, that is the question. Now, on heating with concentrated NaOH solution in an inert atmosphere of CO2, white phosphorus gives a gas. Which of the following statement is incorrect about the gas? Incorrect. That is not correct. Incorrect. So it is highly poisonous. So first of all, we can write the reaction. White phosphorus means C4, 3 NaOH plus 3 moles of water. It gives phosphine and sodium hydrogen phosphide. When white phosphorus combines with concentrated NaOH, it forms phosphine gas. So this phosphine is a highly poisonous. So it is highly poisonous and it has smell like rotten fish. So this is also correct one. Its solution in water decomposes in the presence of light. So it is also correct one. It is more basic than ammonia. This is wrong. That is incorrect statement about the phosphine. Phosphine gurinchi manam think cheste ikkada incorrect statement entante idi. It is more basic than ammonia. It is less basic than ammonia. It is right one. This is incorrect. Why? Because here generally from ammonia to bismuthine, ammonia, phosphine, arsine, stibine, bismuthine. On moving down the group here, nitrogen to bismuth, as the size of the central atom increases, electron density decreases. Electron density decreases. So basic nature also decreases. So here, phosphine is a less basic than ammonia. Why? Because here, when we comparing in between ammonia and phosphine, so ammonia is a like this. This is ammonia. This is ammonia, which is having lone pair of electrons on nitrogen, and this is phosphine. These are both are having pyramidal shape, which is lone pair of electrons on the phosphorus. So both nitrogen and phosphorus both are having lone pair of electrons. But at nitrogen has a small size compared to that of phosphorus. Phosphorus to compare chese nitrogen small size. So nitrogen has highest electron density compared to that of phosphine. Phosphine to compare చేసినప్పుడు nitrogen కి small size ఉండటం వల్ల ఇక్కడ higher density అనేది ఉంటుంది. So the availability of electrons for donation is more here. But in phosphine, phosphorus has a large size compared to that of nitrogen. Nitrogen to compare చేసినప్పుడు phosphorus కి large size ఉంటుంది. So size increase కావడం వల్ల area increase అవుతుంది. Area increase, that means volume increase అవుతుంది. So then density ఏమవుతుంది? Electron density is lesser compared to that of ammonia. అమ్మోనియాలో నైట్రోజన్ దగ్గర ఉండేటటువంటి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ డెన్సిటీ కంటే ఫాస్ఫిన్ లో ఫాస్ఫరస్ దగ్గర ఎలక్ట్రాన్ డెన్సిటీ తక్కువగా ఉంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ రెడీ టు డొనేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ వెన్ కంపారిజన్ టు ది అమ్మోనియా. అమ్మోనియాతో కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఫాస్ఫిన్ అనేది దీనంత స్పీడ్ గా ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ నీకు ఇవ్వలేదు. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఏ లెస్ బేసిక్ దాన్ అమ్మోనియా. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్ హియర్? ఫాస్ఫిన్ ఈస్ మోర్ బేసిక్ దాన్ అమ్మోనియా అన్నాడు. దిస్ ఈస్ ఇన్కరెక్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్. So option C is correct one here. Right. Okay. Remaining tomorrow class continue చేద్దాం.